Okay, let's go. I'm gonna wait a couple of minutes to see if anyone else is joining or not, and we can start. I have my followers. Eric, you are not followed. Please click that follow button. Hit the bell, subscribe, comment. Thank you. Did you see the animation? I added something, but I don't see it in my screen. But it should show on the stream. Let me know if you can read or I need to zoom in or not, or how's my voice and everything. What's up, chat? No, it says the connection is unstable. Is it smooth for you or are there any lags? I kind of fucked up my internet today, so I'm not sure. Okay, I guess I'm gonna start. So I created some to-dos to understand what I need to do for each stream. Let's go over what we did during the previous stream and we can move forward to today's stream. So during the previous stream, we set up a Go project in which we could detect and listen to my Logitech racing wheel input events. We parse the events and we generate some byte message for each event, which we are going to send to the NeoVim process later during this stream. Let's just quickly go over through the project. So I have this input package where I define listen to events function. But before that, let's go to the init function. Here we detect the Logitech G923 racing wheel and save its path. Then in the listen to events function, we use that path and start listening to events. The event has the following format. We use this format to create a buffer and listen to events. Here you can see how we decode the binary input data and store it in the event. Okay, for each event, then we check the event key. So there are a couple of different options. We have event scene, key, apps, and miscellaneous. Scene is a marker event, so it's some sort of separator between each input event. Event key is a button press, and event apps, we figured out that is the relative or actually absolute axis changes. So for example, I'm rotating the wheel or I'm pressing the acceleration, brake, or clutch pedals. And miscellaneous are all of the other events that do not fit into any of these event categories. So far, we haven't found any miscellaneous events, so we are good to go by just these two types of events. So for a button message, we have a handle button message function. Here we realize that on a button press, we get a separate event, and when we release the button, we get another event. I have a reference to the previous button event here, and I check if previously the button was pressed and now it's released. I print that it was clicked, so we can differentiate between clicked events instead of having separate events for pressed and released. That's it, and then we return 0. I'm returning a byte, just a random byte for now. So in this string, we are going to set up a communication between the Go process and the NeoVim process, and we're gonna create some sort of structure how we want to send those bytes and how we are going to handle it in NeoVim. So this is for handling button events. Why do you keep the previous button event globally though? Isn't that an anti-pattern? What do you mean globally? What would be a better option? I just store it in the module scope, so it's global only in this input module. You have on line 5. Yeah. Where else should I keep it? Do you mean like create a closure? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, better way would be to have some sort of closure. Yeah, I guess. Uh, I guess I can do that. But let's, okay, I'm gonna go to the to-do. Would be nice to do. Let's add an entry here. Use a closure to store the previous button event. And if you have time after the stream, we can do that. Nice, okay, good suggestion. Let's go over the access messages. So for access messages, I actually defined a mapping. So these are event codes that the inputs are sending. So for 0, we have access will, for 5 is break, etc. And we have all of the access events here. And on each event, I create a new struct that takes the access type and the row value, and I have a parsed value method here. So for each event type, access type, I check if it's the wheel. We realize that the values are in the range of 16 bits. So I tag that number and turn it into the range of 0 to 900 degrees because this specific wheel supports 900 degrees of rotation. And for brake, clutch, and acceleration, I realized that when it's not pressed at all, the value is 255. When it's fully pressed, it's 0. I just invert it here so that fully pressed is 255 and not pressed is 0. That's pretty much it. And I have a default case for all of the unknown events, but we haven't found any. So after we get the byte from specific event type handlers, we send that byte to a channel, which we define in the main Go routine here. And actually, I can get rid of this because I just want to keep listening, right? I don't have any other type of messages, so I think I can just do for message in range channel, right? It's a byte. Okay. Print it, and we are only closing the channel after the listen to events is done, but we have a infinite loop here, so I think we are good to go. Let's just remove this and give it a try, see if everything works, and we can move on. Okay, listening to events, I'm rotating it. Got message 1, which is an access event. If I press a button, it says clicked and 0. Okay, we are good. Okay, let's go over the to-dos. So what I want to do today for this stream is, first of all, create a GitHub repo for this project. So for historical purposes, or maybe you want to suggest something, I'll just have a public GitHub repo for this. Next, we are going to create a Unix domain socket communication between the processes, the process of this Go will daemon and the NeoVim process. And we need to get those byte messages that the event handlers are returning and send it through the socket and receive it on the Lua side for the NeoVim process and do something. Just react based on the byte that we receive. That's the things that I need to do, and if we have time and we feel like it, I'm just gonna add a couple of basic stuff. I wanna add some D-pad navigation. I have a D-pad button on the racing wheel, so I just wanna map it to HJKL on NeoVim, so I can just scroll through stuff. Then I need to add all of the missing button types as I did for access events. Then I need to come up with some relatively sane message structure for this binary data. And then, as Eric suggested, we can create a closure to store the previous button event. Okay, let's start with creating the GitHub repo. I'm gonna go to GitHub, create repository. Let's call it, what should we call it? I have VLD, but I also wanna store the Lua script here. So it's kind of like the whole project. What would be a good name for it? Wheel these nuts. Wheel, I don't know. Give me some suggestions. Racing Vim. Racing NeoVim. Okay. Controlling NeoVim with a racing wheel. It's going to be public, create. Let's copy this. Git remote add origin. Oops, git init. Remote add origin. Git add, git commit m. Let's do stream 1. Whatever init project. Okay. Git push. Set upstream origin master. Okay, we are good to go. So first item in the list is done. Nice. Now we need to set up a Unix domain socket communication. So what is Unix domain socket? It's a connection specifically for inter-process communications. That's exactly what we want to do here. I want my Go project, the process running the Go file, to communicate with my NeoVim process. So what we are doing here is we are creating a socket, some sort of socket file. I'm going to do it, create it in the temporary directory. So whenever I open my NeoVim, I want to first of all create this file, then print this, maybe print the path so I can pass it to the Go project. And they are going to use this path to open the buffer, write something to it, and then the NeoVim process is going to read from it. And we are just going to print that. Let's first of all do that, and we are going to do the rest afterwards. So to do that, I need to write a new NeoVim plugin. I'm using LazyVim, so I have to do it in lvim lua user wheel.lua. I really don't know any Lua apart from like require something .setup that I had to do for my NeoVim plugins. So I have some reference here that I need to look, and we are going to probably Google some stuff. But let's start. So let's create a module. And what we need to do here, first of all, I need to, as I said, whenever I open NeoVim, I need to start a new pipe, right? So let's add the auto command to do that. So a Vim API auto command, create auto command, Vim enter. Callback is a function that's gonna call m.startReader. Okay, let's create that function. So function m.startReader of, this is how I do it. And then when we close Vim, I want to stop all of this communication. So let's create another auto command. Let's copy this. Vim leave free. So before leaving NeoVim, I'm gonna call this cleanup. Okay. Now let's add the cleanup function as well. Function m.cleanup end. Okay. So what I need to do here is we are going to open a reader in the start reader. So let's define that. First, let's define the path, right? Reader path, local reader path is string format. I'm gonna do it in temp build d. I'm gonna do get vim API PID. How do I get the current process ID? Lua NeoVim get current process ID. I just need some sort of identifier. Let's go to the docs. How do I search get PID? Current PID. Vim function get current PID. Not this. None of these are for Vim. Let's go NeoVim. Get the PID of the session. Do we have get PID function? Get PID. No? Echo get PID. Okay. So I can do Vim function. Okay, get PID. So we have vil underscore get PID, and let's call it sock. All right. So we have the reader path, and we need some sort of handler. Local reader handler. It's nil for now. So we're gonna set it during the start reader. So on cleanup, I need to check if reader path, then we need to do reader handler. What's going it's gonna be a pipe. I don't know if you can even give types in Lua. So let's just comment this for now. I also want to remove the socket file, right? So I'm gonna call rmf concat reader path. Your connection gets interrupted. I don't know why. I think it's using Wi-Fi connection. I think I kind of fucked up my Ethernet connection, but I don't know what's going on. I will probably fix it before my stream tomorrow. But I am recording, I hope. Yeah, I am recording this session, so I'm gonna upload it to YouTube afterwards. It interrupted only twice. Okay. But still I'm recording. I'm gonna upload this later. So on cleanup, I need to close, right? I need to close the handler, but I don't know the type of the handler now. We are going to set it here. So if there is a reader handler, then we are going to close the connection and remove the socket file. Okay, sorry. So when we are starting the reader, let's leave this auto command at the bottom. At the bottom, we need to create a new reader, right? So reader handler. We are going to use Vim loop new pipe. False here, so it's not. It's gonna use named pipes for communication. So what's the type? It's UV pipe or nil. So if not pipe reader handler, then return, right? So if there is nothing, we need to do nothing. Then on this reader handler, we are going to bind this to the path we created, and we need to start listening. So listen takes backlog and a callback. Backlog, as far as I understand, is the maximum number of connections. You are basically setting the maximum number of connections. When I was following a tutorial how to create this Unix domain socket communication in Lua, they did 128. I am pretty sure this is way more than what we need. So let's just do it as they said, and later on we are going to let's add it into do actually. Would be nice to do. Let's add this here. Decrease the pipe backlog size. Okay, so we are going to decrease it. All right, we can figure out if it's enough or it's more than enough. Okay, so when we are listening, we need to create new pipes that is going to essentially we need clients. We need clients to accept the incoming data and react on it. So let's create another pipe called client Vim loop new pipe. Again, it's going to use a named pipe. If not client, then return. Okay, we need to tell the reader handler to accept the client stream, and we need to start reading. Client, read start. So the callback is taking an error and a data. Error is string or nil, data is string. Okay, if there is an error, let's print something. Error reading from the pipe, and pass the error. And if there is an error, let's close the client and return. So data is a string. What do we need to do here? Okay, let's do if data then something else. Print got no data. If data, print data is data, right? So let's move this here. So when we load this plugin, we are going to create an auto command. So when Vim is opened, we are going to call start reader. Start reader creates a new path, a new pipe, and it's going to bind itself to the path that we created here, which is the socket file. Then we are going to start reading. And when we get an error, we print the error and close the connection. If we have data, we say data is data. If there is no data, we print we got no data. Okay. So now we need to connect this to Go. So let me do main.go. Okay. I think it's gonna be pretty simple in Go. It's basically the same thing as any other connection, like TCP connection or something. So first, as I said, I'm going to provide the path of this pipe as an argument to this command. So let's take the pipe path from os args 1. So it's going to be our first argument, which is a string. And we need to call net dial. And the type of the network is going to be Unix. So this is for specifying that the communication is through Unix domain sockets. And we are going to give it the path. So it returns connection and error. And error. If there is an error, printf failed to connect to the socket. Let's print whatever error we got here and exit the process. Okay. Right. Let's also close the connection after everything is done. Right. So when we get the message data, I think we just need to write it, right? So we got message data. This is some sort of byte, which is good. As connection, right? I think also takes bytes, right? Okay. We are going to write a slice of byte and we are going to give it message. Okay. What does this return? Writes data to the connection. Okay, we have something, an error. I don't think we need anything. So let's just check for error. If there is an error, oops. Let's print something. Failed. What's happening? Failed to send a command. And whatever error we got here. Printf calls. What? Oops. Okay. All right. Let's also add this here. I'm gonna add user dot will. So I add it to my NeoVim config. So it's gonna load this plugin on startup. What we are going to do is create an auto command. So when we enter Vim, we start the reader. Everything seems to be fine. Then we will, oh, I don't print it. I need to print so I can give the path. Pipe started at pipe, what was the name? Reader path. Reader path. I'm just gonna rename this to pipe path because I keep calling it pipe path. And reader handler, I'm just gonna call it pipe handler. Okay. Pipe started at pipe path. And I'm gonna pass the path to the Go file here and create a Unix domain socket communication on that path and send messages. And we need to be able to print it. Okay, so I'm gonna start my Vim process here. It says pipe started at temp will the PID dot sock. Oops, I think you can see it here. Let's just run it in the floating terminal here. So go run dot temp, what was the name? Will the sock. Okay, let's try. Listening to events. So I'm rotating my wheel. Okay, data is something. Okay, on a button click, it says data is this thing. When I rotate, it says data is something else. So it is. What's happening here? Okay. So we get the data. This is great, but we need to actually get the right right byte. So I think I need to convert it, right? Where was I? Wheel Lua. All right. Data is, let's say, string from byte, right? Because we are sending byte, let's convert it to a string. I need to start it again. Now it's 32651, 32. Okay. Now I'm rotating the wheel. Okay, data is 1. And I click a button, it says data is 0. Nice. Awesome. So we got the data in NeoVim. Now we need to actually do something. Okay, before we do that, I think first thing I want to do is let's map two buttons, the shifters. So the right shifter I want to be insert mode, the left shifter I want to be normal mode, right? If you don't know what the shifters are, let's search for Logitech G923. Go to images. I want to find a good picture so I can show the shifters. This one. If you can see here, in the background we have two shifters, like these buttons here. Let me search for shifter. Oh, yeah, whatever. So I have two buttons, all right? I have two buttons somewhere there. Here, I think you can see it here. So underneath the D-pad, this is the left shifter, and underneath the X, Y, B, and A buttons is the right shifter, right? I need to know the button codes for these shifters, and I need to assign it a byte, which I'm going to parse in the NeoVim process, and assign each of that to a specific command. So let's go to the button. Okay, in the button handler, I need to print the code, right? Clicked. Let's do e.code. Okay. Click to, oh, so I'm clicking the wrong thing. So right shifter 292, left shifter 293. Okay. So I had a mapping here. I'm just gonna copy it. So X is mapping. Let's call it button mapping. 292, I think. right? Now let's run it again. So left 293, right 292. Okay. Let's create constants here. First of all, button shift right, shift left, iota. Okay. Okay, let's do left first. Button event codes. So 29. Fuck, I forgot again. Okay. Left 293, right 292. Okay. 292 is button shift right. 293 is button shift left. Let's create a new struct here. Type button. What did I call the axis one? Axis event. Okay. Button event. It's a struct that's gonna take button type, which is a byte, and we are going to. What are we going to do? So when it's clicked, I don't need to do any of that actually. First of all, let's move this here. So when the button is clicked, I'm just gonna switch on the event code, right? So if the event code is button mapping uint16. Oh, I need to do the opposite here. So from byte to uint16, let's do button shift right 292, button shift left 293. Here case button mapping e.code. No? Oh, no. Button mapping button shift right. Return 0. Okay. Button mapping button shift left. Left. I need to capitalize this. Okay. Okay. So now I'm gonna assign some bytes. First of all, let's do var new byte is a byte, and here I'm just gonna assign them. New byte is let's start with 1. We will we'll figure out how we are going to do that. So on right shifter I say 1, on left shifter I say 2, and I return the new byte, and by default is going to be 0. And did that. Okay, let's just add it to be even more verbose. This is an unknown button event. Okay. And on X is, what's the issue here? FMT. Okay. For axis, I think we are returning 1. I'm gonna return to 0. Unknown axis event. So 0 is going to be some sort of failure for us. All right. So now I think if I run it again, so on axis changes and any other button click, we see data is 0. When I click the right shifter, data is 1. When I click the left shifter, data is 2. Okay. Nice. so let's open it again. See my recent files, vil.lua. I need to create the same mappings here, right? Let's just, oh, I didn't do the cleanup. Reader handler should be pipe handler, close, right? Okay. All right, let's call this UDS stuff. And when we receive the data, I'm gonna get rid of this else block. When we get the data, we say, what do we say? Let's add a new function m handle command is gonna take a byte. I hope it's not a type or something. Right, so if data, sorry, if data, let's say local byte is string byte data, right, and we are going to call m dot handle command giving the byte, and we are actually going to call it in Vim schedule so that it is doing in the Vim's main loop and we don't block anything. All right, so now let's create the mapping. Local command map. So when it's 1, I need to 1 was right shifter, right? Let's open it again. Okay, I will check that later. So I'm gonna add a new function here, call it handle insert mod. And when it's 2, I'm gonna call it handle normal mod. And on handle command, we need to take the byte, right? So function, local function is command map byte. Okay. And if there is a function, then we are going to call the function, right? If not, let's print unknown command and pass the byte. I hope this works. So we need to create these functions. Function m.handle insert mod and I think so. I'm in normal mode. Start insert, right? Okay, I can just call vim command start insert. Okay. So we are going to enter into insert mode, and when we have normal mode, stop insert, right? Stop insert, yeah. Okay. Let's check if I remember the bytes correctly. Input button go, button shift right is 1. So on right we go into insert mode, on left we go into normal mode. Nice. Let's reload the script. Let's open a file so we can see. The new socket is at 16 something. Oh, actually, no, I can't do it in toggle term because I want to see how the NeoVim reacts. Let's create a new terminal here. I hope you can see it, but it doesn't really matter. Go run this, and the path is wheel 16296. Okay, so now I'm in NeoVim, and I have my racing wheel here. So I want to go into the insert mode, so I'm gonna hit the right shifter. Let's go. Unknown command 1. Okay. Okay. So it didn't find anything from the command map, right? Oops. Let's go to wheel Lua unknown command. Why though? But it said it was 1, right? Command map. Let's print the command map. Can I even do that? Oh, it's gonna be different. Okay. Oh, it's a stable. All right, print. Should this be a string? How do we do that? I think this is the way to do that, right? Command map. Okay, let's Google it. Lua maps. Learn by example. Let's go. M. Okay. Okay, how do I declare it though? Should I go like this? I hope so. All right, let's try. Create a new terminal. Oops. Wheel D. Let's enter NeoVim. Go to the Lua plugin. Go run. Temp racing. What was it called? Wheel D. Okay. So now I go unknown command 1. Don't really get it. So handle command strings byte data. Byte is an integer, right? We are turning it into a byte. So this is useless, but why doesn't it work though? Local. Just set it on the module. But no, it gets the no, it understands the command map. Okay, I can do this. Then why doesn't it work? If fn m handle insert mode. Okay. Should this be defined before? I have no idea, but let's give it a try. Go around this. Temp wheel D. Okay, let's open a file. So I'm in normal mode. I hit the right shifter and let's go. We are into we went into insert mode. I hit the left shifter. Now we are in normal mode. Amazing. That's basically it. I mean, POC wise, we are controlling the NeoVim with my racing wheel. Let's just add a couple of more commands so it makes more sense. Let's go to the axis events. Now I need to, what do I need to do? Okay, let's detect wheel rotation. So when I move it to the right, I increase the character. When I move it to the left, I decrease the character. Okay. What can we do for that? So I guess I need to still keep the previous value, right? I need to keep the previous value. Check if the new value is higher than the previous value, then we are moving it to the right. If not, we are moving it to the left. That sounds simple. I think that should be enough. Okay. Okay, let's keep the previous value. Var previous wheel value. What's the value? Uint 32. Okay. We create a new axis event. Then we check if the axis event parsed value. Oh, only if it's a wheel event. Okay, let's first of all switch on the event code. Actually, no, let's switch on axis type. We defined some handy axis type codes. So if it's axis wheel, then what do we need to do? If axis event parsed value is greater than previous wheel value, then okay, return 2, for example. I don't know. Else, let's just do this. Return 3. The 2 is right, 3 is left. Okay. And when it's done, okay, let's define var new byte like we did for the button message. It's gonna be a byte. Instead of return, I'll say actually, let's do this. New byte is 3. Move to the, okay, decrease the character. Else, if the new value is greater than the previous value, then we are rotating it to the right. So new byte, let's say it. Okay, let's make this 2, make this 3. It makes more sense. Increase the character, right? And default new byte is 0 unknown access event return new byte. Okay. Okay, let's test this. So when oh, no. Nope. After all of this is done, I need to assign the previous wheel value and it's going to be axis event parsed value, right? And I'm copying it, so it's gonna be fine. All right, let's give it a try. No, I need to do it in a separate terminal. Go run. Oh, LD, go run. Okay, I'm moving it to the right. I should see 3. Why doesn't it print? Did I print too much? Let's close this and open it again. I'm afraid I have to throttle the message sending part because I think I'm sending it too much. Okay, let's slowly move it to the right. No. Okay, let's add the throttle part. Okay. Let's go to the axis handler. So I have previous wheel value. Let's also do distance threshold. So we can do it every 10 degrees. Okay, let's just do it 10. What I'm going to compare it with. So previous value, I need to take the absolute value, right? Let's just do it as this. Let's do it the same as previous wheel value because we are going to compare them somehow. So if it is an axis event, we need to, first of all, let me get the parsed value, store it somewhere. Parsed, let's say axis event parsed value. Call this parsed. New byte. Okay, let's move here. Okay, we need to calculate the distance between the previous event and this event and see if it is greater than the threshold. Then only then notify about the event. So the distance should be uint32 again. So uint32, we need to do mod absolute value. This takes float 64. Sorry. So float 64 of previous value, right? Minus float 64 of parsed value, right? So I get the distance between these two numbers, and only if distance is greater than equal than distance threshold, if it is then we can do all of this again. Okay, let's just go over it. I'm not 100% sure here. So I store the previous value and I store a threshold, which is 10 for now, which means what I want to achieve here is every 10 degrees, after every 10 degrees of rotation, I need to notify the NeoVim process about the change. So I take the current value and I take the previous value. For example, previous one value was 0 and I rotate it 7 degrees. Current one is 7. The absolute value is 7. 7 isn't greater than 10, so we don't do anything. Only when I reach 10 because I have greater than equal here, and the previous one is 0, only then no, it won't work. I'm glad I went over it, because regardless of this check, I was assigning the parsed value here, which means that it's always going to be only the distance is always going to be 1. So if I move this here, only when the threshold is exceeded, we are going to store that value. So we are going to detect 10-degree changes only, I believe. Let's give it a try. I think I didn't change anything here, right? Handle insert mode, unknown command. Let's do this. So for now, I should only just get unknown commands on axis change, which is fine. Go run. What was the name? Oh, I didn't catch it. Wheel D. Okay. Now we are here. I'm moving it to the right. Okay, unknown command 0. Got message 1. We always get 0. Why though? Input axis. Case axis wheel. Axis type. Event code. Axis wheel. Where do I print all of that? Okay, here I do this axis wheel. Why is it 0 though? Got message. For message in channel, we return a new byte. So it's 0 if the distance is greater than the distance threshold. Okay, on each axis message, let's print F. Previous is D. Current is, let's just remove this. DD is going to be previous, and it's going to be parsed. All right. Okay, let's restart it. Oops. New line. Let's restart it, moving it to the right. Okay, it's fine. So it's 536. And if it's not, the distance isn't 10, so I go to 546, it became 546. So it should be fine. Right? New byte. Why does it print 0 though? New byte is 3, new byte is 2. New byte is new byte. Let's just not return anything here. Or, I mean, why not? Okay, I think I know another issue. I'm not sure if it's related. New byte is always 0. Why? So we enter here, I think. Hmm. First of all, I don't need to always return because that's the point of the threshold, right? Sometimes it may be a will access event that I don't want to send a message. So, I'm gonna remove the last return statement here. Return new byte. And I'm gonna return should send, which is a bool, and new byte, right? Which is a byte. I can remove this. I can return should send. So should send. Okay, I don't like named return statements. They are confusing. So I'm just gonna do true and new byte. What? And here false new byte. False 0, whatever. Let's try it out. What? Mismatch one variable, but oh, okay. Should send and this and new byte. Should send access message byte. Okay, let's define a should send boolean here. New byte like this, and here if should send the byte to the channel, right? Let's try. Unknown command 3 552. Move it left. Why doesn't it print though? It prints for 3, it doesn't print for 2. Lua. Unknown command byte. Whatever, let's just add. Oh, because it is a command. We are using 2. Jesus. So new byte 3 and 4. So 3 is decrease, 4 is increase. Handle, what was it? 3 is decrease, right? 3 handle previous character. The next is handle next character. All right, now let's define them. Is there a vim command for that? Or I need to write something? Vim set, what the fuck do I Google? Vim increase the character by 1. I don't want to increase numbers. Can I just increase the ASCII code? Ask. The fuck? Vim command to increase ASCII code. Vim script manipulate charts with their ASCII code. Showing the ASCII value, this is gonna be useful. Nope, it's not. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's just write it ourselves. So what do we need to do? Function module handle next char end. To get the next char, I need to. What do I need to do? First of all, let's call handle normal mode. So we go into the normal mode, and now there is a character under the cursor. So how do we get the cursor position? Vim API get cursor and Vim get cursor window. Okay, 0. First window. What does this return? List of integers. I assume x and y, right? Position. Okay, local position is this. So we need to get the line, the current line, and read the character. Okay, let's see, Vim API and Vim get line, get current line. Okay. Gets the current line, and it's a string. Local current line is a string. Print. Look, let's just print current. Oops, current line. Can I do this? Add so position. I think it's position Vim get cursor. Guess the 1 0 index buffer relative cursor position. 1 and 0 index. Does that mean the first argument is 1 indexed, the next is 0 indexed? I have no idea. Okay, let's first of all print current line and print position. I gotta do it together, I think. Position is position 1 and position 2, right? I think so. Let's restart this. I'm gonna go to the first line and second, so the y-axis is 0. Should be okay, the first line and second character. Let's see what that prints. Let's zoom in a bit, go run. build. Okay. Unknown command 4. Unknown command 3. Oh. Move this up. Let's restart it. Handle next char, so needs to be 4. So first line, second character. I move it to the right. Current line. What? Oh yeah, local M. Yeah, that's the line. Position 1 1 1 1. Yeah, 1 0 index. So first, if I go to the second line and first character 2 0. So all I really care about is the second position, right? Because I already get the I already have the current line, right? Which means can I do this? Position 2. Let's give it a try. Nil. Nil? Or if I do it here? Nil. Substring. Returns the substring. Okay. So substring it's gonna be the same, right? Okay, let's just do this, see what happens. Oops. Okay, I'm here. Third line, third character. Current line, UN. So I need the right? UN. I need the N, so should be +1. This should be the current character. So local current character is whatever we have here. Okay, we have the current character. To get the code, I can get the byte, right? Current character. Oops. Local char code. Print char code. Okay. Restart it again. Gonna insert the correct PID. So now if I rotate it to the right, it should print F. Oops. Oh, current char code 102. Let's write A. 97, right? 65. Okay. We have the current character ASCII code. Now we need to increase it. If I do char code +1 and I get next, set it as a string. How do I do it? String from char code. So I have next char. Can I do? Okay. So I'm gonna get a character, right? Next char is string. Okay. Okay. How do I do it so it's only printable characters? What's the ASCII range? Let's move this here. ASCII codes. So we get the char code, add 1 to it, get the next character. Right? Add the next character. So the worst case scenario is, so do I need to subtract 32? So in that case, if it is 33, which is no, it's 32, it's a space, the first printable character. I get the space, I move it to the right, so I need to increase the ASCII code. It becomes 33. I subtract 32 becomes 1. And I need to do what? What do I need to do? So what's the range? It can go from 32 to 126. Let's do this node. I use Node.js as my calculator. 126 minus 32, or yeah, plus 1. We have 95 characters. Char count minus 32 plus 1. This is our character count. We get some character code. Let's say the first one is 32. To get the next character, I need to add 1 to it. So character code plus 1 plus 1, right? I'm gonna subtract 32 modulo char count, because if char code is was the last one, 126. Now if I do this, it's gonna become 0. So I need to add 32. So if current char code is 126, which is the last one, I should get 32, right? Because we subtract 32 from it to get in the range of 95 printable characters. So then I need to add the 32 back to get a real ASCII code. So it should be something like this. Now if the char code is 125, this should just give me 126. Okay. Okay. And what about going back? Should be the same. So if char code is 32, the first one, now I need to do -1, right? -1. So -1 minus 32. No, it becomes 31. Instead it should become 126, right? Okay, let me think. Okay, for this case, let's say char code is 126. So I add one, 127, 145, right? 145, 95 plus 32. Nope. Char code plus 1, 127, 95, 95. What about, so it becomes 0, becomes next. Okay. If char code is 32, I do, what do I do? 32 minus 1 minus 32 becomes negative 1, becomes negative 1. If I do modulo 95, plus 32. I mean, okay, let's do the first one for now. I will think about that. So handle next char, we get the next character, but the way we do it is character code plus 1 minus 32 modulo 95 plus 32, right? Let's add another one here. Plus 32. This should keep us in the safe range. Now we need to get the new line. New line is, so we are going to get the current line substring from the beginning, because it's starting from index 1 until 2, right, before the current character, then concatenate with next character, then current line subtract, oh sorry, substring from position 2 plus 1 was our character, so plus 2 should give us the line. How do I set the current line? Oops. Where is my browser? Okay. Lua NeoVim update current line. Should be like set lines, set line, LSP, and Vim buffer set lines. Okay. Where is that function? Buff set line. Okay, if that's the command, it's better to read the logs here. Read the docs here. Vim API set lines. Oh, set current line. Let's go. New line. This should work, I think. So what do we do? Let me just, okay, I'm gonna run it later. Let's do this so that it's not too small. So when we rotate the wheel to the right, I get the byte 3. On byte 4, I get byte 4 and it is attached to handle next character. First, we go into the normal mode. We get the current cursor position, get the line, get the current character, turn it into the corresponding ASCII code, then increase the ASCII code, create a new line by changing the character under the cursor and set the current line. Essentially, when I rotate the wheel to the right, it should increase the character under the cursor. Hopefully. Let's give it a try. Go run. All right. So, moment of truth. I write A. I move it to the right. Oops. Attempt to perform arithmetic on local char code, a nil value. Okay. Why is it a nil value? Position 2 plus 1. Position 2 plus 1. You're right. What if I do it here? Okay, it is changing. So I don't have the left rotation, but when I move it to the right, you can see it's changing the characters. Can we get to underscore? 1, 2, 3. Where's the underscore? Okay, we got to the capital letters. I'm gonna move it to the right. Got bracket. Oh, underscore. Nice. Why did it fail here though? Maybe because I didn't save it, or... Oh no, when I'm in insert mode, it fails. Why though? Handle normal mode. It should stop the insert mode. Okay, let's just print a couple of things and see how it goes. Print current. Oh, I'm just gonna remember. Fuck it. Current line, current character, and position. Position 1. Okay, it's just whatever. Let's restart this. Oops. What's the issue? Unfinished string here. Oh, sure. Okay. I have a single character. AA. No. Okay. In insert mode. F. Table. What is a table? Current char is nothing. Current char is nothing. Okay, let's do position 1, position 2. Remove this, start this again. All right. A nothing 7 1 1. So position is 1. Position is 1. So it's not in normal mode. I feel like, right? Because it can't be 1. So it doesn't enter here. stopping. Let's see. Actually, let's. What do we need to do? Stop insert should work. Handle normal mode. Call stop insert. What if I do it here? What if I don't do anything else? I just go into the normal mode. I have something. Okay. So what's the issue? All right. So I have A. I rotate, it works. I'm in insert mode. It doesn't work. The fuck? Literally have no idea. I think, but I'm not sure. I get the current line. I go into normal mode and get current line. Should I just do something dirty here? Yeah. I just, let me just get the mode. How do I do it? Mode, get mode. Okay, what does it return? Dictionary with mode. Mode is a string. Okay. So I do local mode is this, this, current char position. So I get the position. I get the position if mode dot mode. What? Oh, I don't even know what this is, so let's just print it. Print mode. It's becoming painful. All right. Local M, what? Print mode, don't print this. I'm in normal mode. Oh my god, print mode dot mode. N, okay. If it's in insert, it's I. Okay, if +1 char position local char position is position 2 plus 1 if is there a ternary here? Mod dot mod equals I. No? Does it have ternary operators? Lua ternary operator. Ternary expressions in Luau. What the fuck is Luau? A and blah. Okay, whatever. Just not gonna use them. So char position is position 2 plus 1 if mod dot mod equals I, no curly, then end char position needs to be position 2, right? And we are going to do char position, char position. All right, let's bring back the log and restart. Oops, restart. Okay. I have some string. I'm in normal mode. It works. I'm in insert mode. It gets fucked. Why? Current is Z. Nothing is changing. Oh, I know why. Post 2 plus 1. Where is post 2 plus 1? Post 2. Oh my god. Okay, it's going to be dirty as fuck, but whatever. So it was plus 1. What if I do? Oh no, no. Needs to be, so here if it's in normal mode should be, what even is this? Let's do local char what should I call it? I'm subtracting. It's a position before next char. So position before should be position 2 and position after position 2 plus 2. Let's remove this. It's gonna be -1. This is gonna be +1. Here I'm gonna do char position before, right? And here char position after. Hope this is correct. Let's try. I'm in normal mode, it works. I'm in insert mode, it works. And we stay in the insert mode, which is nice actually. Amazing. Let's do previous char, and I think I'm gonna be done. What was in to-dos? Create UDS connection, we did it. Send byte, we did it. React on a message, we did it. I don't want to do deep add, but I'm gonna do add wheel char insertion. I'm gonna add something that would have been nice to do, and I did it. So that I feel good about this stream. All right, I think it's fine. Now we need to do the same, but for when we are rotating the wheel to the right. Function m handle previous character. So we are gonna reuse most of it, right? Everything here is the same. Let's just create a function that we can use, local function that gives us, what does it give us? Get char under cursor, right? I will get all of these. So until we define the next character, let's remove the print. Now, what do I need here? I need current line. What's happening? Unused function. Okay, we're gonna use it. Chill. What are we missing? Current line, character code, character position before and character position after equals get character under the cursor. What's your issue? Nil check. Okay, okay. Return current line, char code, char was it before, character position after, right? I think we're good. For previous character, we are just gonna decrease it. So let's do minus 33. Are we done? Chat, is this real? Let's try. Okay. Oops. Char code is nil. What if? Okay. Okay. Now I can go into normal mode. Nope. Can't. Why? What happened here? Should. Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. We changed the signature of the access event, but we didn't send the signature in handle button message. So it's gonna be bool and byte. It's always gonna be true, right? Input should send new byte. Now we are going to send them. Hopefully. Oops. LD, go run. Run. Okay. Now I'm in insert mode. I hit the left shifter. What's wrong? Attempt to perform 34. Char code. If there is nothing, char code is this or 32, right? To be safe. Nice. Okay. Okay, now I'm in normal mode. Let me go into insert mode, normal mode, insert mode. I actually want to append. Can I? How do I do it with the Vim command? Don't want just a normal mode. I want append. So A basically. Okay, let's find that. No, okay. Vim append mode command. Append mode from command. I mean, I can just do normal, right? Where is it? Start insert mode. Instead of start listen, I can do in normal mode A. No, not tilde A. Right? I believe it is right. Will D. Start NeoVim again. Go run. Will D socket. Let's go. Okay, I'm here. I'm in insert mode. Oh no. Oops. What is happening? What is happening? What did I change though? Always append it to the end. It works here, right? Why? So need to go back. So I'm rotating it to the left. Okay, local. Now if I go to insert mode, unknown command 0. Okay. Button message. Why is it an unknown command? Handle button message sends a boolean and the new byte button shift 1 and 2. Hmm. 1 and 2. I have no idea, to be honest. Let's just try it again. Got message 1. Hmm. If I do this, so if I'm in insert mode, this goes into normal mode, but this doesn't go. Okay, let's just remove. Oops. Yeah, I'm gonna run it again. Remove the unnecessary logging. Remove the unnecessary logging. I believe it should be in access. Remove this. How does it get 0? Message 0 though. Don't get it. What's the issue? Oh, I need to release it. I need to release it. That's the issue. So for default, okay, let's do this. Should send bool new byte, remove this. Should send is false. Return should send new byte. Okay. So if I release it, then it's going to react because we wrote this thing here. Okay, that's not ideal, but whatever. Let's try. What? What even is the event type for this button? Go, let's just print it. Print line. Print f, new line, previous parref is plus v, and current is plus v. Oops. Oh my god, tired. Previous button event, current event, which is e. Let's try. So previous was nil. We didn't do anything. Can I just clear this so I can clicking but not pressing, not releasing. I get an event. I release. Previous was code 293, code 93's value was 1, then it was 0, which means it should send the message, right? No, because I never set it to I never set it to true, so in the beginning should send is true. Okay, let's try again. Okay, I'm in NeoVim. Click. Nope, got message 1 though. Why does it say got message 0? What if I do this? But if I do tilde? Oh, so that doesn't work. Okay, in any case, we shouldn't send 0, so we shouldn't send 0. So how does it get 0? Should send is true, right? Remove this. Where is this use? Let's remove this default case. And in main, got message. Okay. Oh, maybe it's the access event. Maybe I accidentally hit the acceleration pedals. All right. How do I enter insert mode though? Vim. Okay, let's Google. Vim command trigger key shortcut. How to send a Shortcut to Vim via a command. Oh my god. How to trigger. Useless. Let's ask DuckDuckGo's AI. Get started. Cloud. Okay. In NeoVim via a Lua script, write a function that triggers the append command. For example, vim command normal a. This doesn't work though. This doesn't work though. Start insert. Which is not the same as append mode. Oh my god. AI is not going to replace us. That's the good news. Oh, it moves. So A insert. So if I call start insert here, it's gonna be before E. If I do normal A, then start insert, same thing. I can't go to left though, right? Insert mode, normal A. Append? Nope. Start, grab replace, start replace, mode. I mean, I can do. Does this work if I do I? No, it doesn't. Okay. Does this work? Vim, normal. Where am I? I'm at the end. Normal, L. Yeah. H. So these do work. Normal J, normal K. Okay, okay. Okay, let's go with start insert. I'm gonna figure that out later. Let's restart this. Oops. What? Oh, 51. What's the issue? Oh, M. Okay. Don't have any other issues. Go run. Okay, what did we do? I do this insert mode. I go normal mode and I can change the characters. Let's drive until we reach capital M. L, M. All right. Oh no, should be local, not M. We gotta drive. Okay, I'm gonna drive until L capital and I'm gonna hit tilde to turn it to lowercase. So what I need to do, let me update my to-dos real quick. What I need to do, okay, for stream 3, need to do mm, add toggle lower upper case, because it's gonna be really painful to find the correct letter. As long as you find either the capital or the lowercase one, yeah, you should be able to toggle the case. It's very useful. Next, I really need to add a button, probably break, or maybe I'm going to use it for something else. Add a toggle button to start or stop listening to wheel events. Why do I want to do this? Because it only supports 90 degrees. If I want to go past that, there is no way to rotate it to the right. So I gotta move it to the back and rotate it again. But if I move it to the back, the characters also move backward. So I gotta stop listening to wheel events by pressing a button, be able to move it to the left, and then start listening again and move it to the right so I can go to the character I want. That's what I need to do. Next, I need to do navigation. So I'm gonna do it here. Let's add stream number 3 here. Add D-pad navigation. Okay, if I have my D-pad navigation, I have my insert mode, normal mode. I can enter characters, right? I should do some very basic mappings. For example, D, deleting, yanking, pasting, right? And C, or no, changing a line. Right, let's add a basic shortcuts. D, C, P, Y. We added navigation, H, J, K, L. I have D, C, P. We have lowercase, uppercase, which is tilde. What do I use? D, C, P, Y. We have navigation. I can write something. I need to be able to hit enter. Right? I need to be able to hit enter. I need a tab. So tab, Tab and enter. And remove. Yeah. Should I go into normal mode and do X or just add backspace? Okay, let's just add delete and we're gonna figure out. So if I have all of this, I believe I would be able to write a program, right? I hope so. All right. Let's see if everything is correct. I'm gonna move, would be nice to do. So we need to remove this, move 3 of you here, and we are good to go. Let's commit some stuff. What did I do today? I stream 2, okay. Stream 2, init uds, actually IPC, between go and NeoVim. All right. In input, we didn't do much here. Yeah, I'm just gonna amend this. I added button events and wheel events. Stream 2, add new input event handlers. Stream 2, update to do. All right, let's push. Oops. Okay. Now let's go over everything we did today. Okay, I'm gonna open a new terminal to open the will Lua file. Now let me zoom out a bit. What happened here? Need to do. What did I do? Oh, okay, would be nice to do. I need to delete these. Come here. Would be nice to do. Arrow is back, right? When I'm about to stop streaming. But okay, for Arrow, I'm gonna do a quick demo and we are going to go over what we did today, right? Okay. Here I need to open this. All right, let's just do the demo. I'm gonna pause the stream, get my racing wheel so that it's visible via the camera, and I'm gonna do the demo. Go to OBS, break. I was muted. Stand-up time, yeah. The only blocker I had today was Lua. I was really, really bad at Lua, but I think we figured out. I hope someone who understands Lua won't watch these streams because I did some very dirty stuff. Why do you have random comments in your Go code? So I've said this because of your linter. What linter do you use? Oh yeah, my linter loves to yell at me. I use revive. Let me show you something, Arno. See, if I don't have a comment, it says the constant should have a comment, either all of them or the whole block. Stuff like that. But yeah, I use revive. And it's just a linter, I mean, it will compile. I really don't know. I just, I think I used Mason. So let's do lsp info. Go pls. There's revive. Mason. Yeah, in Mason. I went for available linters and I saw revive there, so I just started using it. Let's see, revive, go linter. Oh, I know why I use revive. I think it's from that book. I think the author of the book recommended this. I don't know. I will figure out what to use when I actually write Go in a team. So for now, I think it's fine. Don't really care. So, okay, I have this racing wheel here. Let's start the Go project. Let's fucking go. Oh my God, I'm so far away from my keyboard. Okay. So when I start my NeoVim process, it says pipe started at temp wheel something. So I go to my Go project, go run, and I pass that socket path as an argument. It says start listening to events. So now I'm NeoVim. See, I am, what do we want to do? Let's open a Go file so I can do something. Main Go, okay. Let's try, I mean, I can't right now, but whatever. I have channel, let's say turn it into capital letters. So I'm rotating my wheel and it goes forward in the alphabet, right? But uppercase letters are backwards. They start at the beginning. So I need to go back. Oh, where was it? E, D, C. Okay, channel. Now it's with the capital letter. Now we can rotate it to the right. And we have C. Okay, and I also added insert mode and normal mode. So I'm in normal mode. I hit the right shifter. I go into the insert mode. I hit the left shifter. I go into the normal mode. Stuff like that. I'm gonna add more, of course, so I can actually write something. And as I was doing this, I realized that I need to also add U, right? To undo stuff. It is stupid, but it's amazing. The final goal. Oops. I shouldn't do this. Yeah, the most important thing I need to do is add a toggler, add some button. I don't know. I have a bunch of buttons here. I need to be able to hit a button to stop listening to wheel events because they are very sensitive. Like I can move my hand and move something. So it's a horrible experience. Not like I'm building something that in its final form provides a good experience, but still, I need to be able to stop and start listening to will events. Next, I need to add a toggle to do uppercase, lowercase. So for tilde, I need to add some navigation using my D-pad here and some basic stuff like D, C, P, Y, U, tab, enter, delete. I believe if I add support for all of this, I'll be able to write a program. Like technically, I can write anything, right? I can do, I can move my wheel to F. Is probably gonna, the LSP gonna suggest FMT. So I'm gonna hit tab a couple of times, some button, go to FMT, hit enter, rotate until I get to a dot, and then do print line, whatever. I think it's totally possible. All right, how did we do this? Let's start with Lua, because the Lua plugin is responsible for creating the pipe. So when we enter the Vim, I create an auto command to call start reader when Vim is opened. The start reader creates a new pipe handler and binds it to the pipe path. Pipe path is a variable that's just a path in my temporary directory, and it uses the current process identifier of the Vim process and appends .suck. You can just not append .suck, it's not required, but just to be clear, I added it. Then I create a client and start accepting messages from the client. And I start reading the messages. I will get some bytes. So I convert a byte from a given string data and call handle command in a Vim schedule function so that it happens in the Vim's main loop. Handle command uses this command map to decode the byte message to an actual function and calls it. So when the command is 1, which is my right shifter here, it goes into insert mode. When the command is 2, which is left shifter, it goes into normal mode. And if the command is 3, which is basically when I rotate the wheel to the left, it inserts the previous character. If I rotate it to the right, it enters the next character. So to do previous and next characters, first I create the function that gets the character under the cursor at the moment. I get that character, I do some, I increase the ASCII value while still remaining in the printable character zone. And then I just subtract the current character, insert the new one, and update the current line in the buffer. In that way, I just update the character under the cursor. For insert mode and normal mode is pretty simple. I just do vim command insert, start insert and stop insert. And that is it. So after doing that, the Lua plugin prints the pipe path and adds another auto command that whenever we exit Vim, which some people say is possible, but I don't know. What's the reason of exiting Vim anyways? But if you decide to do so, we are going to call a cleanup. So on cleanup, I close the handler and remove the file. Where did you learn about how to do this in NeoVim, like how Vim plugins are generally made? How did you get an idea about doing that with the socket, etc.? Okay, I didn't learn how to do this. Actually, I use lazy Vim. If you use a regular, like I don't know how other plugin systems work, but there is a path that I gotta put my Lua file, and then in my Vim config I just require this file. So if you don't use lazy Vim, I believe you can just source a Lua file and it will work. Uh, I also once made a Vim plugin before. And so we were at a coffee shop, and uh, our mutual friend was trying to rise his Vim setup to make it look just like VS Code. So I wrote a funny little plugin. Let me show you. I wrote a funny little plugin. It's not for NeoVim, but it will work. That is the ultimate Vim plugin. If you really need your Vim to be just like VS Code, I have a plugin for you. You install the plugin. Whenever you try navigating, it closes NeoVim and opens the current path in VS Code. Because if you really want to replicate VS Code, you can just use VS Code. That's what I believe. But that was my first experience with NeoVim plugins. And yeah, about sockets, I really thought about this a lot. I talked with Zaven about it. First, I wanted to create a buffer in Vim and write something to it and just read, but I realized then that was not a good solution. Then I was thinking about UDP because I don't really care like if my packets are acknowledged or not. I can just send random events because I'm sending a lot of them. The wheel is very sensitive. Uh, and then I just Googled a bunch how to create a buffer. I didn't know about Unix domain sockets before. I was like how to create a pipe, how to create a named pipe. Yeah, but I also learned about FIFO files, named pipes, but apparently they are blocking. So you need to stop until a new event is written, then you read it, and you have to block uh, the reading again. So I just Googled a bunch how to create a buffer, how to communicate between processes, and turns out there's Unix domain socket, which is especially made for inter-process communication. I just looked at it, and in Go, the API is basically the same. Like you can do TCP or UDP here, right? You just say that the socket type, the network type is Unix, and then you get your connection, which you can just write some byte messages to it, like any other connection. Yeah, that's it. Okay, let's go over the Go part. So from the previous stream, we what we did, we created an input package that listens to kernel input events and decodes them and parses them. There are different event types. It can be either a button click or a access change. For a button click, we use handle button message to generate a new byte message that is going to be sent through the Unix domain socket. And if it's an access event, we use handle access message to generate the new byte. In handle button message, uh, how does the button event work? It sends you two events on a click. So when you press it, it's a separate event. When you release it, it's another event. Go is so easy. I just look at it and I know how you did it. Yeah, Go is really simple. This is my first time writing Go, and I'm extremely happy with it. Not touching TypeScript for any non-front-end project ever. So on a button message, I get two events on a click, press and release, but I don't really care for it. So I created a reference to the previous event, and I check if the button was pressed before and now it's released, then it's a click event. And if the button is right shifter, I say the new byte is 1. If it's the left shifter, then the new byte is 2. I have the button mapping here. Eventually, we're gonna map all of the buttons on this racing wheel and generate messages for all of them. For access message, again, we have our mapping. all of our axis changes events are mapped here. We have our wheel, our brake, clutch, acceleration pedals, D-pad vertical and horizontal. I have a method to parse the values into something readable that we can use. And I created a threshold. Basically, I want to throttle events so that I don't send all of them. So I check if the distance is within the threshold. Only then I check if the new axis value is greater than the previous value, which means it was rotated to the right. Then the new byte should be 3. If not, the new byte should be 4. If not, then it's rotated to the left, so the new byte should be 3. I do that, update the previous value, and send the new byte. After that, in main, we get that byte, we write it to the connection, and then the Lua plugin will read it and do something based on that. That is it. Did you know that if you name your return types, you can just keep the return keyword if you automatically return whatever you named at the end of the scope? Yeah, I actually don't like it. I don't I don't especially for functions that are a bit longer, you can't really understand what's going on. I had that here. I think you weren't watching the stream. I had that, then I changed it to like regular returns because it gets confusing. I don't know if it's being used or not, but I get real confused. I was confused when I first read about it. So I prefer to not use it. That's it. 2.5 hours. I think the previous one was 1.5 hour. I usually don't name my return type. Yeah. I mean, I get why you would name your return types, but I don't get returning without anything. Like I can just do return here, right? It will work. But it's nice. Especially, I'm not following a convention here. It's interesting that you both name your returns, but don't use that feature. Oh, I do that because it becomes understandable. Like if I read the LSP information on this function, it says it returns should send and a new byte. Like especially in this case where I don't follow the Go structure, like the first return isn't the first return parameter isn't an error, or isn't the value, the next isn't error. So I don't follow a convention. I think it's a good idea to name the return parameter so that you can understand what's going on. Especially I don't have a proper comment. So I can just go see some information about it and see it says, oh, it's should send. The first parameter of the return is should send, so I understand what's going on here. But I won't do this. If I see this, my mind immediately goes to it returns undefined or it returns nothing. I won't understand what's going on. That's it, I think. Let's go over the to-do again. Add a toggle, add this, and that. Yeah, if we have all of this, we're gonna be golden. Okay, let's see if I changed anything. Update to do, I'm gonna amend that. I'm gonna force push to master. Rebol. All right, that's it. Okay, most probably I'm gonna see you tomorrow. I have some things to do during the day, but in the evening I'm gonna go live again and continue. I think it's gonna be... Wait, what did I miss? The whole project, brother. The demo. Okay, let me do it again. Go run. Okay, look. What should I do? Okay, I have only 4 things. I can go, oops. I can go into insert mode. I can go into normal mode using the shifters. And I can, for example, it's an E. I can move it to the right. Okay, let's move it to the left until we go to A. Okay, it's A. Then I can just drift through the alphabet like so. Look, man, no keyboard. The posers on Twitter say that you shouldn't use your mouse to program and they go on using their keyboard. Everyone knows the real devs use their Logitech G923 racing wheel to code. This is it for now, but the POC is ready. I mean, all I need to do is just add more mappings. Yeah. That's true. All that's left is to drive an actual car. Yeah, get a license. How about you get some bitches? Not gonna get a driving license. That's it. You can watch the recap later. Okay, I'm about to sign out. There are 5 viewers. The previous stream, when I tried to stop it, there were 3 viewers. We have 5. I think I'm on a constant growth. Let's calculate it. So, node 200, right, over 5. So 40% increase each stream. Amazing. That's how math works, I think. And we are ending the stream. Bye.